Well, hi guys. So it's me, Ren, and yeah, today I want to just do a little bit update what I see like around the world, and yeah, today I think it's much more a little bit politics. Yeah, in a sense, recently, Lee Jae-myung just announced that in Korea, so if you're doing hate speech, police need to take actions towards it. Uh, to be honest, I'm like, wow, what? Like the first time I can hear people in democratic. I mean, it's not a people. Prime minister in democratic nations and saying that, oh, if you are giving hate speech, you need to be arrested. Wow, guys, that is like totally a new things, and it's totally like incredible. Like basically, is until like incredible in terms like in Korea or democratic countries. Why is it like so like such a big issue? Because like just think about it. Like what? How can you like just define hate speech? Yeah. Just think about it. Like so yeah, somebody just making me like feeling uncomfortable. Is that a hate speech? Or if somebody is saying that, oh, you are a bad guy, and is that considered hate speech as well? Like, guys, this is kind of crazy right now in Korea. So I don't know like what's the Korea like, how the law system gonna be like, but this is, to be honest, too much. It's too much, and it's too crazy, to be honest. So yeah, I feel it's kind of weird because at the same time, because we are talking, there's a lot of things globally like happening recently, and True Mother like being announced like officially in the world, and it's like the longest like and the highest age holding in the world record that all being like put into a jail. It's like right now it's like 54 day 55th day if I'm not mistaken. It's around like that time, and like it's kind of like and throughout the world a lot of people putting on like the criticism because it's so obvious it's a religious persecution. When we use the term persecution is because that you only like focus onto this, and you don't really give a reason, and even all the like detention is not needed, to be honest. And True Mother will just say, if you want to come and meet me, I will be open for that. And how they do, they just go to True Mother's room, and before the detention, I'm talking about the story right here, is like before the detention center, they just putting a police into True Mother's room, take away True Mother's phone, and not letting True Mother to say anything or to do anything. To be honest, that is totally sucks. And like they are at the same time he doing all this, and Lee Jae-myung is saying that, we need to stop hate speech. Bro, you are the one who practicing hate the most, even though you're just putting a smiling face with we say the ching chong eyes all the time. Like like I don't know why, like I didn't like him, to be honest. I mean, I doesn't like in a sense that I can't really see his personality. Like you can only feel like everything is like fake, and everything is like faking. And somebody will say like church as well. I'm like, yeah, I didn't say that I like everyone in the church, but in a sense that how the Lee Jae-myung like trying to portraying that himself as a hypocrite. Well, he is doing like he just proved too much onto like himself. Like he is not really good doing something good in politics. And yeah, he have a prosecutors, right? And he doesn't need to like just make the prosecutors like, he can just stop everything, to be honest. If he that powerful, he can just change a law, you see. Like he just announced a law that quickly. And supposedly the politics, that the government, the lawmaker, and as well as the prosecutor in Korea, and also the economy, like they are supposed to like just have some distance. I mean, like separated individually, but independence as well. But right now, like you can't see anything like really going on independently. Like Lee Jae-myung's case, and there's another prosecutor as well, and he stopped it. And for True Mother case, he didn't ask for a stop. That really sucks right here, to be honest. And towards Trump, and he just using all kinds of way like to just mock him, to be honest. So it's kind of weird to see like how the career like being developed recently. And yeah, for me, recently I forgot what's her name in English. In Chinese I call her like 高市早苗, like the Japanese prime minister, the woman. Yeah. So yeah, let's go with like just call her in this way, the Japanese prime minister. And so then like recently she just announced, she told like publicly saying that if China invading Taiwan, and Japan will just raise up our alert and we might just go into the war, like war state. And like after that, like the Japanese government, they are kind of like a bit of fear about it, and they're like, like the prime minister is like changing the defense line in Japan by herself individually, but actually no. And yeah, so actually she is talking about how her country will act, and a lot of people just say that she is like interrupting like other countries issue, but actually not. She's just talking about her own country issue, just saying that how their army gonna react when they see that Taiwan being invaded. It's not that Taiwan is part of their country. It's not saying that Taiwan is anything, but if China invades Taiwan, then it means that the next option might be Japan as well. So they need to go into a war state. Yeah. And it's so funny because like a lot of people don't really understand this part of the politics, and they're just much more like, it just happened. Yeah, to be honest, it's kind of shame onto that. Yeah. Okay, so next I'll just talk about like something much more chiller. I mean, recently like the Korea like temperature is like really like dropping like crazily. I'll say it dropped crazily. Luckily, the wind this day is not blowing as strong as what I experienced like 3 weeks before. I mean 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks before, 2 to 3 weeks before, around there. Yeah, last time it's like so crazy, and the wind was just like blew until my face. I need to yeah, kind of in that way. But still, it's so cold right now. So actually, I'm wearing double layer of my jacket and with my hand into it. Ha. Yeah, so it's kind of funny to see this. Yeah, and that's how like recently how all this like being like changing around. Oh yeah, I want to share something about like recently finally I can go to a Cheongwon. Yeah, and well, going to a Cheongwon is kind of interesting because that because I go with a church, a Korean church, Korean church. I mean, yeah, and when we go inside, they just say that you can take photo everywhere except the what we say, holy sanctuary. Are we calling that the holy sanctuary? But anyway, yeah, and like we call it the place that with the biggest like the prayer hall I can say. At the same time, we have like 14 pictures, drawings on the wall. Yeah, and now only that specific place you cannot take picture, but other places you can just take picture as you want. Yeah, to be honest, just my personal feelings about it. I think that Cheongwon is really grand. At the same time, I don't know how long the feeling of grand can last. I mean, yeah, just look at the you can't see, but whatever. I mean, I will call it the Heavenly Palace. Yeah, actually it's built for grand as well. And if you just notice like carefully, so actually our Heavenly Palace itself, the second floor, the main hall, we every time we are talking about actually is a luxurious dining hall. But at the same time, we use it as a training center. And so then it's kind of like, if I just say that, oh, right now it's still a dining hall, a lot of people don't really believe it. Yeah, I think I kind of understand why, but at the same time it's kind of like, oh yeah, guys, so sorry. Yeah. So then when I just thinking about it, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, so how long can our Cheongwon still be grand? Because at the same time there are some specific parts. We have a little bit talk with the staff right there. So it's like he shares something like, oh, it might open to the outsider as well. So it's kind of shocking news to me, to be honest. It's like, oh, to the outsider as well. So then the security guard doesn't need to use it anymore. And how about the security towards the Cheonjeongong? It's gonna be another issue as well. So yeah, so I don't know how long it's gonna just be like that, but yeah, I just hope that it will be something like really good to know for everybody to see in the future. Yeah. Yeah, every time, like recently, well, when I'm doing the translation, because I'm doing the translation from English to Chinese as well, and always we talk about like how the economics that we are supposed to do, and sometimes our leader would just talk about like the concept of the Sweden, yeah, of Sweden, Switzerland. Sorry, it's not Sweden, Switzerland. And talking something like, yeah, it's kind of similar, but at the same time, right there they make it like so ideally like nice. And yeah, somehow like we are still thinking like how to develop our small town right here, like to be a much more beautiful places, just like the Switzerland, and can attract a lot of people. And it's not only the able side people, it's also the king side people. Yeah, so when he mentioned about it, I'm like, oh wow, okay. So in a way, we always say that in our church we only focusing on to like making every cane type people into able type people, and we are somehow like rejecting the idea that anyone can be cane in a sense, or anyone need to be cane in a sense. Yeah. And to be honest, this is a little bit not healthy, firstly, and secondly is something like it's not really helping our providence to grow much. Yeah. And because like a lot of people still like trying to interpret divine principle by their own way, and they call it the truth, which is totally false, I will say that. Yeah. So thinking about it recently, so I'm like, yeah, so actually in our church, I would say, as long as we have able, we need somebody to be cane. It's not that you are much more weaker than each others, but in the sense that you are trying to be better, or you are trying to work together. Yeah. In this kind of sense. Yeah. So that's my thinking recently. And it's when we're talking about the parents, like my parents are taught, like instead of like cane taught, able taught. Yeah, actually we are much more like the hate wing ideology. So it's something like a parent's ideology. So in terms of parents doesn't want like their child to fight each other and saying that, oh, you are wrong, oh, you are right, or something like this. Yeah, it's kind of sucks to really just looking at the children like keep on fighting each other and just proving like I'm right and you're wrong, somehow like this. Yeah. Yeah. That's all for today. Yeah, I was planning to have my video shooting like up there, but in the end, because I have something else to do, and yeah, turned out it's kind of late, and yeah, you see me black here. Yeah, dark guy and dark person right here, where whatever. Yeah. Anyway, see you in the next video. Peace.